So I just finished cutting my son's hair using this, and I like the machine. Not so much a fan of the blade. Yes, you can do with a full haircut with the blade, but I honestly do not think it's a great blade. If you're not somebody who's doing this professionally, you're just cutting your kid's hair, you can use this blade and you'll be just fine. But I find that it doesn't perform as well as I would like. So if you actually see, take a look at his hair, it's more than capable of. But as someone who's very experienced with these tools and cutting, and I've cut his hair obviously since he was a baby, I definitely noticed that it's just not a blade that I prefer. I'm a bridge guy myself, but I have been favoring the fade blade more often than not now, because a lot of these clippers do have the flat blade right there. Guys, it is finally that time. Oh my God, listen, I know y'all been looking at it. Don't make fun of me, all right? There's a little piece of lint or something was on my head while I did the review. I didn't see it until I started editing this video. I know it might be a distraction to y'all, but please, don't look at it. Focus on what I'm saying. Let's get back to this video that most of you guys have been waiting for. My opinions and full review of the KiKi New Gains wireless clipper. So this is a very interesting machine, because at first I did not know what to expect, especially since it comes in this deluxe packaging that tells you, it's like a whole 4 families, you know what I mean? And it gives you all these things right here. It lists, all these little things that you have and it comes with. And if you haven't seen my unboxing, go check it out, where you'll see everything it comes with. Cape, clipper guards, scissors. I mean, it comes with a lot. My intentions has nothing to do with the accessories it comes with. We're talking about this guy right here and my opinions. And I want to get one thing out of the way early in this video, and that is that you have to use the actual cable it came with. If you try to use one that fits, here's an example of one that fits. Now I don't have this plugged in, but let's put this in real quick. And it fits, right? And I thought I can get away with it like most. It kept reading error, and I just was bizarre. Like, I had left it overnight, and I thought, oh, maybe because I left it overnight. Then I unplugged it, used it, had only like 5% battery, plugged it back in with a different cable, and after like 5 minutes it started reading out error. So you have to use the actual charging cables it comes with. It comes with 2. You have your standard cable, which is like this. It comes with a charging brick, right? And it's gonna come just like this. And then it has also the USB version of it. So make sure that you're using those cables. Don't throw them out, don't lose them. It's very important. Now, we got that out of the way. So when I got this in my hand, I started realizing I love the design. The thing I hate the most is this stupid logo sit right there. I'm probably gonna put a sticker, maybe sand it off, and then hit it with a little bit of flat paint just to get rid of it. I think it's so stupid that they put that there. I get it, you're trying to market your company, but honestly, if it's not a well-known brand, nobody cares about this logo being here. Stick it in the back, make it a ghost, blackout, whatever. Just, I hate that part about it. And that is all that I hate about it. The rest has been fantastic, but you do need to change the blade. And I know I'm gonna get that question a lot. Yes, I have to say that the blade it comes with, yes, if you're just a at-home dad, mom, cutting your kids' hair, it will work just fine. Working professional like myself, and maybe some of you guys out there, change the blade right away. It's gonna make this clipper feel like a completely different machine. Now, here's a sound test. It is a very quiet machine. Very quiet machine. One of the things I like about that is that I think most people are gonna take it as a negative. They're gonna say, well, when you turn this on, it doesn't feel like it generates a lot of power. But you know what? I am not able to stop this blade and it's on. which tells me, and I have been using it a lot, okay, you can go through hair easily with this. This is very deceptive because people think it's underpowered, but trust me when I tell you this, it might feel underpowered to you, but some of you guys are too much into how the clipper one sounds, if it sounds powerful or if it feels powerful, like you can feel the vibration in your hand. That's not gonna give you this. If you're going with that and you want a more heavier clipper and stuff, this clipper is not for you. If you like something that's lighter weight than the Wahl Magic Clip, this guy is right here. I weighed these against a couple of my clippers, and this is the lightest clipper that I have, and yet it doesn't feel as light as my other suckers. This one right here is a little heavier than this one actually, but because it looks metal, it feels cheap. This one looks good, lighter than this one, but it feels like it's built better. I don't know how to explain it, which is crazy because when I hold those in my hands, I feel like they feel lighter than this guy, but yet this is a couple grams lighter than that clipper. Okay, so it boggles me just the design and feel of it. I just love cutting with it. I'm just gonna be honest. This is like my second go-to favorite at this moment. Once I change the blade, and yes, I'll tell you the blade that I changed it to. This is just a fade blade, a Wahl fade blade. This is just a Wahl fade blade. I was able to zero gap it with no problems. There's no sound, there's no extra vibration, it just works. And battery life is fantastic. Now the crazy thing is that this battery life sports a 2000 milliamp, but because the motor isn't overpowered, it lasts a lot longer than your regular 2000 milliamp clipper. It lasts a lot longer. I can easily do 7 haircuts with this, sometimes 8, depending on how much I'm using it. But seriously, it can last you a long time. What I don't like about this is that when it gets to about 10 to 5%, it just cuts off. It doesn't go to 0 and cut off. It gets about 5 to 10% and you can kind of start feeling the motor start to dwindle. Like the KEMEI 1986s, that thing will generate the same amount of power from beginning to end. And when it's done, it just shuts off. So I wish that I had this feature, but I understand it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker for me. This clipper has been fantastic. I've used it for probably close to 2 months at this point. When you saw that unboxing video, now that unboxing video was done and I just didn't release it. So I was using this machine before I even released that unboxing video. This thing, I love the design. It's a very underrated clipper. It's crazy to say that, but for the price, this has more value in this machine that I have out of all the other ones, just because it comes up with a lot of that stuff. So for a mom or a dad who's cutting their kids at home, it's gonna give you a lot of stuff. The only thing I would suggest is don't use that cape. It's ridiculous. Get a better cape. I'll leave some link in the description from Amazon, and just use one of those, 10, 12 bucks, and you can get something that's a lot better. As far as for my working professionals, if you pick this up, use the, change the blade and you're gonna be very satisfied. Unless you're someone who needs that, I need that motor to feel like it's the strongest motor in the whole world. No, listen, you don't need that. Trust me, having a strong motor or feeling like it's a strong motor does not equate to actually having a good cutting experience. This thing cuts through hair very easily. It fades really well. It's my second favorite at this moment, and I didn't think I would say that. I love the suckers. Let me preface this. I have a couple of different machines, as you guys see in these videos. My suckers, I have modified them so they're no longer how they came. I love those clippers as well, and they're really one of my favorites because what I did was I modified it with the actual Oster blade. This one, there's no mod. The only thing I did was change the actual blade to a fade blade, a Wahl fade blade, and the cutting experience has been phenomenal. I highly recommend this machine for someone looking to get a good quality, very lightweight machine in their hand, especially for the price. The downside would be I can't find them on Amazon. These things are AliExpress, and it sucks that you have to wait a month. Here's a heads up. At the time of this video, with everything going on with the coronavirus, whatever you want to think about it, it is what it is. Things are not really shipping out of China right now. Things are kind of being put to the side because supposedly things aren't being, going to the post office. They're not shipping. They're not putting them on freights. So I have a couple clippers that are literally just on standby. I don't know when I'm gonna get them. It sucks. So that's the only thing when it comes to this machine. It's not a new machine. I think it's been out for maybe a year or so, but it's new to me. I picked it up because I like the look of it, and honestly, it's been a real pleasure cutting with. And again, I've been using this for a couple of weeks, going on almost 2 months, and it's held up really well. And that's it, guys. That is my thoughts and opinion on the KiKi. We got to do something about these names. KiKi New Gains machine. I got plenty more videos coming. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what you're looking forward to, what you want to see. Link will be down in the description to where I pick these up. Also, make sure you subscribe. Guys, we are growing this channel, and it's because of you guys. And if you're watching my videos and you keep coming back but you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? Subscribe. Let's get to it. Let's build this channel up. Let's build a community. Tell me what your thoughts and opinions are. Not everyone's gonna love this machine. This is my user experience, so do not take it as gospel. You might have a completely different experience, and that's why we all have unique, views on life. This one I like a lot. You might not. Tell me in the description why not. Guys, again, follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. And we are out. Look forward to the next video. It's gonna be very interesting. So stay tuned. Later.